Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our weekly conjunction video. And this week we are going to be discussing our video of conjunction of Sun, Venus, Jupiter, and Rahu, and what happens when these four planets are conjunct in your particular horoscope. And as always, if you do not know where these conjunctions are in your horoscope, if you have them, what other astrological conjunctions details you have in your particular horoscope, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link. So, Sun, Venus, Jupiter, and Rahu conjunction. Boy, this is a very, very interesting conjunction. Because this is a conjunction of a person. If I was to let's say describe this conjunction in like one sentence or one word, I would just simply say eccentric. Eccentric. And if you want to add two words, passionately eccentric. If you want to add three words, passionately artistic eccentric. Because the thing is, Sun, represents our light. It's like part of our personality, part of our, inner being. It represents our father, authorities, government, fame. And then you have Venus, which represents our passion, love, relationship, lust, enjoyment of life, luxury. You have Jupiter, the guru, and Venus, the guru of the Asuras, Jupiter, the guru of the Devas. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, ambition, planet of learning, divine intelligence, religion, spirituality. And then you have Rahu, that brings its own taste in everything. It is the outside energy, the rebellion, going against the social norms of society. That's what Rahu is. Rahu represents technology, internet, information technology, information age, photography, filmmaking. So what happens now when these four planets are conjunct in your horoscope? Whew, I just had to take 5 minutes off from my last take that I did with this video because my dog Yash is sitting right here. And something just hit me. As soon as I stopped recording and I was just like checking my footage, he's always here down here with me. And it's like I was suddenly just made this connection with him. I'm like, man, I'm nothing without you. Like, what am I going to do without him? And boom, I was just, I mean, I had to wash my face and everything, but I was just like tearing up on my workout bench. Oh man, it was hard. Yeah, it happens, like when I'm working in my desk and I see him, oh man, I get like so choked up sometimes because I know he's 7 years old and I don't know how much time I have with him. So it gets emotional, man. It gets emotional. So anyway, I know he's fine right now. He's healthy. He runs around. He drives me nuts. I love it. So anyway, this conjunction, first of all, shows us that your father and you are very eccentric people. You always want to do things in a very unusual way. You want to do things which break grounds. You're very rebellious when it comes to especially tradition. You're probably the child who didn't want to follow tradition. You didn't want to touch the feet of your grandmother or grandfather when they came home, or the elders. You're the one who questions who wrote Bhagavad Gita, who wrote Ramayana, who are these people? Why am I listening to that? Did God wrote it? You have these questions. You kind of like challenge authority. This also shows there's tremendous amount of unique creativity in you. And especially when it comes to describing classical knowledge, describing classical literature, nobody does it better than you. Why? Because if you look at our traditional school system, it's pretty much, first of all, designed to make humans fail. That's the very first thing, the school system. But the second thing it does, it puts us in this redundant robotic mode to see how life works, how we need to study something, how we need to learn something. And this is why most people, they have a hardest time during tests. They get panic attacks, they commit suicide, especially in India. The pressure that is put in India, students commit suicide. It still happens to this day. But then when this person comes along with Sun, Venus, Jupiter, Rahu conjunction, they're like, I will teach you in a way where you will never forget anything. You will never have to practice, and you'll know exactly when you see the test what to do. Because they're like, look, I'm tired of learning this systematic way. My brain doesn't get it. My brain waves do not, my intelligence, Jupiter, does not see this, because my Jupiter is sitting with a Asura, Chandal. And my Venus is not seeking pleasure from your traditional knowledge, which is affecting my personality, my Sun. So now my Sun wants to do something where it feels balanced. And what is it going to do? It's going to take this conjunction and say, look, I'm going to understand this my way, and then I'm going to teach the world how it's supposed to be. That's what happens with this conjunction. So if you ever had the hard time learning mathematics like I did, especially when I got to the point of algebra, I mean, for some people it's a cakewalk, because your brain is wired that way. Planetary alignments are like that, where you love numbers. Numbers is your life. Calculations is your life. I was the kind of guy, for me, the colors was my life. Art was my life. And now here I am in the system. I have to do this in order for me to graduate. And this is the person that would be, you know what, couple, I will teach you math you will never forget. They will teach me in such a way, by using colors, by using jokes, by using stories, that I'll be like, where were you my whole entire life? Now, the people who learn systematically and do well, they will learn perhaps even more with this person. Because now you're making new connections of learning. Because you're already good at numbers, and you learn about numbers through colors, numbers through stories, through art. You'll be like, wow, this person has sent me to a completely different state that I never thought I could be. This is why, if you look at and notice Einstein, yeah, he did not have this conjunction, but Einstein played a violin and piano. For him, it was his passion. Like he just thought about relativity, theory of relativity and speed of light when he was playing piano. And something with his fingers connected to his brain while he's thinking these things, it's opening up different petals in his life, in his brain. This also shows naturally that you will be attracted towards foreign partners, foreign spouses, male or female both. Because Venus is a spouse for both male and female, and Jupiter represents the husband. And naturally shows that you will be drowning yourself in luxury through your ability to break traditions, break rules. Not break law, but break rules. Sure, you may break law too, if certain planetary alignments are there. But then again, if the world society keeps building more and more laws, even the good person will break them. What if they pass a law in US that you cannot go outside your house without your slippers? It's illegal. Now, if I dare to go outside my house without my slippers, just my feet, am I doing something bad? Or am I breaking a law? Or should the law be there or not? So think about it. We feel fear, like, oh my God, I'm breaking a law. But is this law a divine law? Is this law a civil rights law? Is this law make sense? You kill someone, you go to jail. That makes sense. You just hurt another person. You're hurting, giving pain. You robbed somebody. You're giving them pain and anxiety. But you going outside the house wearing no slippers, you're not breaking any laws. You're not breaking any rules. Just because they said that, it's nothing. It's not harming anybody. So this is why this particular conjunction helps this person to reevaluate what is law. Why? Why am I saying this? Jupiter's law. Sun is government, governing body. Venus, Rahu, the Asuras, and the guru of the Asura comes in and says, okay, Mr. Pandit Brahman, Jupiter and Sun, you guys take your slippers off whenever you go outside the house. Why is that? Oh, it's a law. Our king says to do this. Okay. What if you went out with without your slippers? What will happen? Did you do anything wrong? No. Did you hurt somebody? No. Did somebody hurt you? No. Then why are you freaking out about not wearing slippers? See, this is why it's important to really understand Rahu to the depth. There's a difference. People are so misconstrued with this definition of Rahu and Ketu. Rahu, Ketu are asuras. They're not evil. We think Rahu as Yan. Okay? The yin yang, the dark side, Yan. That's what we think of Rahu and Ketu. But that is the evil, the darker force. Rahu, Ketu are simply asuras. They exist in both the realms. So you thinking through Rahu, wanting to break rules, wanting to do something that other people are not doing, it's nothing bad. When you hurt something, it's bad. That's the universal law that you should be thinking. What I'm doing, is it going to hurt somebody? That's when you should think, like, even as an astrologer, am I going to hurt somebody by giving them a very scary prediction? Whether it's going to happen or not, whether I have to be honest with them or not, is it going to hurt my client mentally, psychologically? If it is, I don't need to tell them that. That's my principle. This is the universal principle that I follow now. If it's going to hurt you, I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to talk to you about it. So that's where this conjunction really comes and helps you. Education-wise, this person can do very well in clinical psychology, psychology itself, business management, sociology. So a lot of different avenues. Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of Sun, Venus, Jupiter, Rahu conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your conjunction is, all your planetary placements and my books, reports, consultations, for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.